con Leche, la voz de los latinos en América. Estamos transmitiendo desde hermosa 1470 AM, 96.9 FM. Les habla Lilia Galindo y me acompaña Michael Dutton, aquí de mi compañero de los programas de los miércoles, y está con nosotros Violeta también, apoyándonos aquí también para salir al aire. Okay, then do you know how difficult has been for you to keep fresh in your house? What do you do? Are you spending a lot of electricity and water and all that kind of things?
No, I'm very fortunate in my geographic location. I live out in the country, out in Pear Blossom, so it's not as congested as being in the city. Not as much concrete, not as much blacktop. So things are a little bit cooler anyway.
Oh,
And where my home is situated, it's on the hillside, and right at the top of the hillside behind my house is the aqueduct.
oh,
So
how lucky you are.
when the wind blows, I get a nice
The
breeze
humidity.
off of the water of the aqueduct, and that comes into the windows on the back side of my house, and it goes through my house and down through the open doors and windows in the front of the house. So I have sort of a cooling environment anyway, and so we've survived quite well. I did transition to a Mitsubishi air conditioner for rooms. I put one in the den downstairs and one in the bedroom upstairs, so I'm cooling and heating only the space I live in, not this huge 3,700 square feet of house.
3,700, wow.
Yeah. So, we heat and cool the rooms that we live in, not the entire house.
But then when you go to another room, you don't feel the change totally? Like, for example,
Oh, yeah, you
you are
feel the
in your
change, but
bedroom.
it's gradual. I mean, it's not
It's like
huge.
you go to the steam room.
Well, we're in the desert. There's no steam. It's just
Oh, yeah, a sauna, to the
yeah.
sauna.
So it's rather comfortable, and we've been very fortunate in that regard. And I got security doors for all of my door openings so that my wife loves the fresh air, so we leave the doors open pretty much in the summertime.
No dust at all? Like
well, I have the security doors, but the doors that separate you from the environment outside, we leave those open, so we get this nice breeze through the house all the time. So
oh, that sounds really a good idea to cool only the rooms that you are using, because
yeah,
really we have a lot of. Do you know, in the last few years, the houses that they built, they were excessively big. Like
yes,
it now I have seen that they are going back to
yeah, I have one of those
the right thing.
houses. Yeah,
Then you bought one of those houses?
yeah. My the rooms are the ceiling is 9 feet up.
That is so also very expensive to cool
Yeah,
and
that
to
space
heat.
has got to be got to be conditioned to live in.
But
So
they look very nice on the other hand.
oh, it's very nice. It's a very comfortable house. I love it,
I'm sorry.
but it is large. Yeah.
How long have you been living there?
We built that house in '94.
Wow,
Yeah, only owner, only occupier.
94. And why did you choose a house? You built it.
Hmm.
Why did you build such a huge house for how many people?
There's only two of us now.
And they were how many when you built it? Four.
When there were four. Yeah, no, there are five of us.
And then why did you decide to build something so big?
I enjoy the space. I like to be able to go somewhere and not be disturbed. So
Do you know, sometimes the houses are so big that you never go to some rooms. You just go to the office, to the kitchen, and to watch TV and to sleep.
yeah.
And all the other rooms, you never go to visit them, no?
Yeah, well, I have a room I call the study where I do business and things. I have another room that I call the green room. It's a guest room upstairs, and I listen to music and sometimes watch TV or meditate if I'm going to do that there. Then another room we call the blue room, and that's where we have other guests. Where my granddaughter spent the summer this year. And then there's the G room, which is a room where, the ironing board and a couple of beds and things. And my wife likes to do Christmas in the summertime, so it's been called the G room because there's gifts. It's full of gifts
Oh,
and things that she has for different occasions. And then our bedroom is probably, fortunately for us, it's as large as some people's house.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Well, I have my K room. That is where I go to take my breakfast.
Uh-huh.
My B room where I sleep,
Yeah,
and that's I know my office
yeah.
that I spend a long, long time in that room. Well, do you know, for some people it has been really difficult because they live in small houses, and then do you know,
Hmm.
the closer that you are to other houses, the hotter that
Yeah.
environment is, no?
Yeah, it soaks up the heat. I mean, it retains heat too. So,
Michael me estaba platicando de su casa. Él vive en una casa que construyó para su familia. Son los únicos que han vivido ahí. Es una casa muy grande. How many square feet did you say? 3,000 what? Your house?
3,700. Yeah, 3,000.
3,700 pies cuadrados.
Yeah,
Imagínense nada más.
it's a big one.
Y dice que tiene techos muy altos, lo cual hace muy costoso el enfriar y calentar ese tipo de propiedades. Y bueno, él tiene sus cuartos incluso con nombres, le pone un nombre para el cuarto donde hacen los regalos de Navidad, otro donde se hospedan los huéspedes, otro donde él hace su yoga y su meditación y todo, y un montón de cuartos, pero le digo que en realidad, muchas, cuando tienes una casa muy grande, a veces ni visitas esos cuartos, ¿verdad? Entonces, él dice que sí, en su caso sí los visita, y estamos pensando en la gente que vive en casas más pequeñas, que tienen mucha familia, que viven además, las casas están pegadas a otras, lo que contribuye a que se haga más caluroso el medio ambiente. And you know the other thing for the Hispanic families, I don't know if for the African American too, we live too many people in the same house, like 20, no, or 16 or something, because you have the grandmother,
Multi generational.
yeah.
Yeah.
So can you imagine it's not a big house or not as big as those, and in extreme heat, how difficult has to be
Yeah.
to keep cool because they don't have money for the air conditioner, they don't have money for anything else. So it has been a very difficult time. So
Yeah. Very, very much so. I spend a lot more time outdoors, and uh,
there are some cooling centers that we have telling them
right.
to go to take a break there, because I can imagine being all together.
Yeah,
So
I see a lot of city people come up here, after it rains and when the water is flowing, and Little Rock and Big Rock Creek, they go up there and just play in the water.
oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
oh how nice.
water coming down the mountain, and it's where it used to be kind of desolate and very much out in the country. City people have discovered it, and so they come up here to cool down.
Well, at least they have a little option. Bueno, estamos hablando de lo difícil que es para algunas familias pues bueno, yo conozco la cultura de las familias hispanas donde viven muchas generaciones, o sea, viven los abuelos, los tíos, los primos, los hermanos, que generalmente son familias numerosas, y luego en casas que no son tan extensas como las de Mike, ¿no? Que no tienen tanta propiedad como las de Mike. Y entonces se hace muy caluroso el clima, muy terrible, y hay que buscar otras opciones. Por eso es que les hemos dado la posibilidad de que vayan a los centros de enfriado que hay aquí en todo el Valle del Antílope. Pero él dice que también cerca de su casa, que mucha gente ha descubierto las bondades de esa área, y como hay aire y como hay agua, pues muchos se van ahí a disfrutar de esto para refrescarse. Dice que últimamente pues ha habido muchísimo más gente de la habitual porque ya descubrieron el lugar y quieren refrescarse un poco. Así es que pues sin duda alguna no es tan grato esto del calor. But you know, the thing that we have to think is that it's not going to be only this year with the weather, that we are going to
with
become
the heat, yeah.
worse and worse.
That's just the beginning.
Esto es solo el principio de la crisis del clima, y si no hacemos algo importante, pues vamos a vernos muy, muy seriamente afectados con esta situación del clima. Así es que, amigos, pues hay que do you remember that there was for a few years that they were saying, oh, don't use your car to go to the market, go walking.
Mm-hmm.
And go walking to the places that you can go to the post office.
Right.
But we never did it. Did we? Did you? Did you follow the advice or no?
As much as I could, because I lived so far out, it wasn't really possible. I mean, the nearest established from my house is 3 miles away.
This is a good exercise, a good opportunity.
Well, I guess when you're going down there, but it's all uphill when you come back. So, and then I did that. I did a lot of walking when I was a kid. I lived in the countryside in Pennsylvania, and it was a 2-mile walk to the bus stop, and then we rode 20 miles to school, and we do that twice a day, going down and then coming back. So I understand the walk. I've been there.
This is why you are in good shape still. Exercise is so good. Bueno, pues
walking is good.
Walking is good. Así es que, amigos, todos los que quieran caminar, caminen, no corran, no. Caminen, aprovechen la oportunidad para dejar de el vehículo. Now, at this time, it's not very good to go walking because it's so
well,
hot.
In the morning when it's cold, it's not so bad.
Very early in the morning.
And that's about the best time, because in the evening, we have other creatures that we share the countryside with, mountain lions and coyotes and what have you. So I don't go trudging around after dark where I live.
Donde vive, dice que hay otra clase de bichos que solamente le permite caminar de muy temprano, porque después ya se encuentra coyotes y todo ese tipo, leones y de montaña y todo eso.